Hey guys, my name is Megs, and as part of my interview series I've been working on New Game Plus to learn more about the Australian video games industry and everything that comes with it, I like to highlight people that are working on the grassroots level in different categories of the industry and showcase what they're doing that's working and improving the ecosystem and supporting people and making our industry grow here in Australia. And with me in the New Game Plus studio on these fine leather couches, I have here is Yaliz. And the reason why Yaliz is here today with me for an interview is because Yaliz is a specialist in the cosplay industry. And she's come from the ground up and risen above the ranks and really made a brand for herself out in the scene. And I want to know, and I want to tell everyone out there watching this about what the cosplay scene is actually like and how she got to where she is today. So welcome and thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Before we start, I just want to congratulate you on everything that you've achieved and everything in your personal life and your work life. And I know you're super inspirational, so I'm so excited to be here.
We got to work hard and play harder. So I feel like that's the vibe I give off. Yeah, but right back at you.
Thank you.
I would love to know, because Liz and I have known each other for a really long time, and we've seen each other at 1,000 different events and conventions, I suppose. And I want to know, how did it all begin? Where did your love of gaming come first, or was it cosplay that came first?
Okay, so funny thing, I knew nothing about cosplay, like at all. And so video games was where it all started for me, because I used to play video games since I was very young. Because my dad was a gamer and he was heavily into like technology and stuff, so we always had everything.
That's where it begins.
It did. So back in 2013, I went to my first Comic-Con, and I just, it was the first time I ever saw people in outfits. And I'm just looking around. I'm just like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
So edgy. Majority of the characters I didn't know, because I think they were anime at the time, and I wasn't heavily into anime at that time because of gaming. And I think Assassin's Creed 3 was where it all happened, in a sense where I think late 2012 Assassin's Creed 3 came out. So in 2013, when I'd gone to my first Comic-Con, I saw someone dressed up as Connor Kenway. Yes.
Amazing.
And I'm just like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I just stopped there and I was in awe of this person in this outfit, and I'm just like,
they're killing it, they're slaying it.
Oh, absolutely.
Was it like the detail or the quality, or just
it was just the fact that Connor Kenway was in front of me. You understand me?
Yeah.
It was so exciting.
Gotta get in that.
So what my weird brain did was I was checking him out, and I was just like, dude, if that was me, I would have done this, I would have changed that, I would have done this, I would have my hair like that, my hood would be like more like this. Not that his costume was bad or anything, but I just literally envisioned myself in that outfit. And, I, instead of admiring people doing it, I'm just like, you know what, it's about time I give this a go, because it's edgy and it's kind of like me.
Like, where do you even begin? Like, I feel like going into like Lincraft back in the day, even if that's still around, which I don't sew, but how do you even begin to learn? I mean, are you self-taught, or did you follow other inspirational cosplayers out there?
I'm definitely self-taught, in a sense where like trial and error is where it all is, because sometimes you can't really afford to study to, sew or make stuff, and cosplay, I didn't even know was a thing, as we mentioned earlier. So I didn't know how to go about it. Obviously YouTube was my best friend, and I, was grateful to have people making tutorial videos and just being inspired by the whole community.
I see.
Was never inspired by particular people back then. Yep. Now, obviously, the game's different. Like so many inspirational people making tutorials for you, so helpful, just so next level, bro.
Yeah.
The creativity in people is like, makes me hungry, because I want that talent from you. I want that talent from you.
Are you competitive?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Really?
Nah.
I just feel like as a female, I compare myself to others a lot. And if you're already being like, oh, I could make it like this, does that make you want to one up and like constantly be your best self and like be better?
No, I just want to own my shit.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Love
Like,
it.
when I'm in an outfit, I just want to make sure that I know what I look like. I know what I'm exerting. For example, I dressed up as Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And it was really tough.
Yes.
Real tough.
It is.
And I was walking around with attitude.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you. It was more like I would walk around, like, muscly and, just nodding at people instead of really talking. So I just like to really...
You are that character.
I am.
Do you feel like you really relate and engage with cosplay because it gives you an identity, or you hide behind something, or it makes you feel confident? Like, what is it about it once you're in that outfit that you've worked so bloody hard to build and create and it's perfect and you love it? What is that next step for you?
So basically, I feel like the only way I can really express my love for the characters that I dress up as is to put in work and create and become. There's only so much I can say, oh, media, man,
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah.
It's not enough. I need more, So the moment I discovered that, I can learn how to make an outfit, and I know how to, because my style is more gender bend. I like to turn male characters to female versions. Not only because I feel like male characters are cooler, but I feel like they're taken a little bit more seriously in a sense where they're not, like a fully armored male will be like, do, 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 do.
Yeah, that's
armor,
it.
dope.
Yeah.
A chick, do, do. Just stomach exposed. It looks great.
The sound
Don't
effects
get me-
are like absolutely
Stop
perfectly
it,
visual.
stop it. I'm very expressive.
Can you tell me like other characters you've done so far that you're really proud of, that you've created cosplays for?
Oh, wow. Everything. I've had a very emotional connection with every single costume that I made because every costume that I made gave me something different. For example, I dressed up as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And I'm in the game, man.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Okay, so 2015 Mortal Kombat 10.
Okay.
MKX released, and I made a cosplay of Scorpion, and the photo went a little bit viral. NetherRealm Studios got in touch with me, and they asked, we're doing the Mortal Kombat, crypt, and we want to put you as an unlockable artwork in the crypt of Mortal Kombat X.
Insane.
And it was actually
is life?
my first handcrafted, completely by me, everything by me cosplay, and that's what made me hungry, man. You know what I mean? I'm just like, dude, if cosplay can give me this, why should I stop?
Correct.
It was
That's
exciting.
the moment that you realize you're like, hey, I'm actually killing it, and this is
Yeah.
really fun, and I'm loving it, and it makes me feel happy in the soul.
Absolutely.
This
If this is
I
what
wanna
I
do.
get, if this is what I get for my craft, then it just makes me want to do more and get better every single time.
Yeah, I've also seen your Dark Souls
Ooh.
Aquaman.
Yes.
It's a hot thing. There's a lot of action happening
Yes,
there.
yeah, and if like the pattern here is for me, like I don't know about the Aquaman, I just really like Jason Momoa's design in the new Aquaman movies. That's why I decided to dress up as him. But mainly my choice of cosplay is always video game related. Like I'm a big fan of Dark Souls.
Love that.
I was actually, the Soulsborne, Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
Yes.
I was sponsored by Activision actually for the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice
That's insane.
release as well.
That's amazing.
And come on, man, so cool. Very
Oh my gosh.
grateful.
Do you have a work-life balance? Like, how do you actually work to have money to buy the costumes, to build them, to then use them at events and conventions? Like, what's your
Yeah,
life
so because of, I'm very fortunate to have my cosplay business, excelling every year and all that kind of stuff, so I can't commit to full-time work. So I am casual, but I get enough to get me by.
Perfect.
And my cosplay on the side, little activities, all that kind of stuff help me as well.
Yep.
And I have the best fans and supporters in the entire universe because
Yes.
my fans and my followers, my supporters, actually donate money towards my projects.
No kidding. Is it like a
Yeah,
Patreon
man,
thing?
so nice. It's actually Kofi.
Okay.
Do you know that donation
That's amazing.
program? It's beautiful.
You've got like 45,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, 44.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Thank you.
is that something you keep in the back of your mind when working on your next project? Do you work on things that your fans want to see, or is it just for you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What's your attitude towards that?
Well, like I said, it's my passion, it's my expression, and I'm never a crowd pleaser. I don't need to be, man. I don't need to be a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
I have very particular taste in what I want to go for and what characters I like. And I'm not going to dress up as a character that I don't know, because what if someone questions me about what I'm dressed up as? I'm not going to be
Every
like,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like, because I don't know, I want to be able to know what I'm doing. I want to
That's
be
it.
able to express my love. And like I said, I make cosplays to express myself.
I think you have like a really unique brand image. I think you're really recognizable. Your hair is your thing.
Yes, it is.
And I think the gender bending element of your cosplays really adds a lot of value. It's a huge niche that's not really common in the scene. Do you think the cosplay industry is competitive in terms of like cutthroat and judgy, and like
Oh,
savage out
absolutely.
there? Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, it just people in general life, really.
Right. I mean,
Do-
that's
do-
fair. Social media is a hot mess. of-
Absolutely,
yeah.
man. Absolutely. But like I said, I'm not very competitive. If
Cool.
people motivate me, like I said, I've never had an inspiration as, to get me started on doing what I'm doing because the whole community is inspiring. You know what I mean? It's not just one person because someone that is so well known compared to someone that is barely known it's just different levels of creativity that's just endless inspiration everywhere. So
What would you say to people that are really passionate about cosplay but want to get to the next level and I guess get from a convention level to being flown to UB Experience, international conventions, things like that,
That's
to showcase professional cosplays? What would you say to them to get them rolling?
honestly, be yourself. Don't try and be something you're not because you're probably going to forget what you're doing
Yep.
and you're not going to be true to yourself or others, and it's not healthy. And just practice makes perfect. Don't give up. I feel like I'm only at 40% of my potential. I feel like every time I look at something, obviously everyone is going to be their own worst critique. So I'm never satisfied with my work. The responses I get, God damn it,
That's it.
amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like, why can't I see that? I just want more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just thrive. But the moment you don't have passion, get out.
Yeah,
Get
I completely
out.
relate. I love that 40% thing. I also feel the same. So watch this space, New Game Plus.
Hey.
But finally, for what's next for you, Liz? Where can people follow you and see your journey? And have you got anything exciting you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I've got so much going on. I can't mention at the moment
No, so
because that's
fine.
not confirmed.
That's great.
But it's just exciting.
Congratulations
It's beautiful,
in
and
advance.
I can't wait to just pursue my passion. And honestly, I'm so happy, and it is the best thing that's ever happened to me because it brings me, with people like you, and I get to meet, people who support me, and it's just so
Thanks.
it's so lovely. Honestly,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not being a suck. I really appreciate it's the people, man.
Yes,
it's the
it
people
is,
that
isn't it?
make everything. Dude, there are cosplayers, there are talented people everywhere. Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's not the cosplay you're selling, bro. It's you.
Yep.
Everyone can dress up as the same character that you dressed up as.
Agreed.
And that's not getting you nowhere, man. It's
Yep.
just some people going to look at you. They're just going to look at you.
Yep.
What are they going to remember? You.
Agreed.
Straight up.
That's it.
Straight up. And that's it.
Thanks, Liz.
No, of course.
Liz's Instagram and Twitter and everything is at JustYourLiz.
Correct.
Thanks so much for being here on the New Game Plus Studios set and taking time out to interview me and talk about cosplay and everything that comes along with it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Thank you. I loved it. Thank you guys for having me so
Thanks so
much.
much.